The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus told his disciples this parable. The kingdom of heaven is like a landowner who went out at dawn to hire laborers for his vineyard. After agreeing with them for the usual daily wage, he sent them into his vineyard. Going out about 9 o'clock, he saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and he said to them, "You too go to my vineyard, and I will give you what is just." So they went off. And he went out again around noon and around 3 o'clock, and did likewise. Going out about 5 o'clock, he found others standing around, and he said to them, "Why do you stand here idle all day?" They answered, "Because no one has hired us." He said to them, "You too go into my vineyard." When it was evening, the owner of the vineyard said to his foreman, "Summon the laborers and give them their pay, beginning with the last and ending with the first." When those who had started about 5 o'clock came, each received the usual daily wage. So when the first came, they thought that they would receive more, but each of them also got the usual wage. And on receiving it, they grumbled against the landowner, saying, "These last ones worked for only 1 hour, and you have made them equal to us, who bore the day's burden and the heat." He said to one of them in reply, "My friend, I am not cheating you. Did you not agree with me for the usual daily wage? Take what is yours and go. What if I wish to give this last one the same as you? Or am I not free to do as I wish with my own money? Are you envious because I am generous?" Thus the last will be first, and the first will be last. The Gospel of the Lord. When we think or talk about justice, we usually think about fairness. What is fair? He got that, I deserve that too. He did wrong, he deserves to be punished. That's the way we think about justice in terms of what is fair or not fair. However, fairness is not a gospel value. Justice is a gospel value. And the way we talk about justice is quite different from the justice that God shows to his people. The justice that was revealed in today's gospel reading. It's a good parable for us to understand what is called restorative justice. And that's the justice that God uses because it brings about shalom. It brings about peace and harmony among people when you restore people to their original shalom, the original peace and harmony that God made. But we don't get it. You hear people cry out, we want justice. We want justice. He did wrong to us. We want him to be punished. That's punitive justice. That's not God's justice. Or he got a raise. I deserve a raise too. That's fairness. That's not God's justice, which is restorative justice. Restorative justice is about relationships. Relationships not just between one person and another, or between one community and another community. It's about showing justice, restoring relationships to the whole community, the whole world, the whole people of God. I've seen many good movies on restorative justice, and it's hard for us to understand that. When the victim and the offender are brought together, or the family of the victim and the family of the offenders are brought together, and they are trying to work out and understand each other and to grow in their way of understanding the goodness, the mercy, the love, the restoration and mercy of God. It's a hard thing for us human beings to understand, but it's a good thing to think about. The difference between justice and fairness, the difference between retribution justice and restorative justice. A good meditation for the day.